Alright, time to do the final lesson. You ready? Final drum lesson? Oh no. How's it going? Here we are at our final lesson. We're going to learn how to play our most complicated drum pattern yet. This lesson introduces what are called 16th note patterns, which can be a little tricky. Fuck. But if you can master this lesson, you'll have a solid foundation for your drumming future. They are right. Because this is, what we're gonna learn right now. I'm already pretty sure what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be intense. This cool pattern definitely earns its spot as our last lesson. So let's start simple and begin with hands only. Okay. Listen, it's the Do Re Mi song, except the bass is different. Boom, boom, boom. It's sick. It's like a really awesome bass line. Oh man, Nintendo's the best. Like what? Like it makes me think. Like, what if the way I think of all music is just like Nintendo? Because like you just play a note, you know, boom, and then the bass line is like boom, 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 boom. It's like it's like the exact same shit that I would do. So it makes me think like, well, like all music is like that anyways. Like every time you listen to good music, you're like, fuck, it's so logical. It's like exactly what I would do. But that's just like, it's not what you would do. It's like what you would do in the perfect situation if you were that person. So it's just a feeling you have. It's not like you actually saying or thinking that like you actually have the capabilities of doing that. It's just that like what you're saying is that it makes sense. It agrees with you. That's more what. Anyways, I'm gonna add in a snare. Just this one bumps up our pattern complexity quite a bit. The note goes right in between the hi-hats. If you're having trouble, slow the tempo with 2 and listen carefully to the sample. Here we go. Huh. See? Yeah. Dun 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 da ga dun 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 boom bum bum da ga dun bum bum bum. Right? That's what he's doing. It's add a snare at the end. Done. Perfect. That was sick. Okay, and that's the hand part. Now it's time to add in the bass drum. First, let's add a bass drum hit at the beginning of the pattern. Okay. Really? Really? That's what? Good job. And now one more bass drum hit. Really? Okay. That's pretty cool. It's very simple though. It's just because, you know, the bass drum's still going on 1 and 3, so yeah. Let's combine this with a familiar pattern and turn it into a longer pattern. Oh fuck. Okay. Boom boom da. Boom da da do. Yeah. And then assemble. I bet. Nice work. And let's take that pattern and try playing a while longer. No cymbals, eh? Okay. No tom fills either. Okay. Boom. Yeah. Ha. You know why this sounds good? Because the snare that's like on that like it fits, right? Boom da boom boom da. It's just like when other things are happening at the same time rhythmically, it just kind of having something in a different spot just kind of makes things flow nicer. It's hard to explain, but basically it makes things seem faster. Like the drums don't need to play fast, but if it's in a spot that's different from something else that's playing, and then all those combined make a sequence of 16th notes in a certain spot in the song, it makes that spot in the song seem faster, even though it's all the individual instruments put together that equals that fast rhythm, because your brain's hearing them like that, right? As time goes. It's fucking important, really. It's so important, but it's so simple at the same time that your mind will just overlook it and not really think of it as an important thing. Like because it's like you have to know it like 2 + 2, but it's so simple that you won't even think of it like that. You'll just straight up overlook it in a way that's not, you'll overlook it like as something simpler than 2 + 2 = 4, but like your brain doesn't understand. It's fucked up, really. It's just like the way you have to think of it, whatever. Honestly, it all boils down to you have to give a shit. If you don't give a shit, then you will never care to realize that the words that I'm using are constantly a struggle, like I can never use the right words to explain this, so you have to overlook that fact. You have to overlook the simple fact that I'll never be able to use the right words to explain this, so you have to just kind of understand, that you have to see it for yourself, and it might mean something completely different to you, but, I'm only telling you what it means to me, blah, 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 blah. That's the end of all the lessons. Or so you thought. Drop the controller. Now it's time for your graduation test. Now you can show off all the skills you've been practicing. Anyway, just relax and have a go at it. Wait, right now? Oh shit. For your graduation test, we're gonna start with 2 different 8-count patterns. Then you'll combine the 2 and play 1 long pattern. We're talking about a pretty long pattern here, but that's part of being a drummer. If you learn each pattern 1 by 1, you'll be okay. Good then, let's start with pattern 1. What? Oh man, this is like a harder version. Okay, pattern 1. Okay, that's pattern 1. This is the graduation test, and it's really fucking weird. Pattern 2. He just like threw it in my face. It's just like, guess what? Graduation test. What? Okay. Oops. Boom da boom boom da boom da 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 da. Okay. This is like fucked up. That's like I'm actually treating this serious. Like basically once you get to the end, you're straight up learning like sequences and treating it serious. Like Honestly, this is like it doesn't like this is as close to playing real music as it's fucking awesome. Because it's not like Rock Band where you're reading this note highway thing. It's like you have to remember this pattern, then you have to remember this pattern, because that's what, you know, because actually remembering, like memorization, you know, remembering what you have to play is part of playing music. So to just constantly just having the memory being taken away and just having to sight read stuff all the time, like that is kind of something. But like there's no like if you were sight reading sheet music, it'd be different, but you're sight reading a note highway in Rock Band and stuff, it's different. Anyways, this is where we connect the two patterns. While you're drumming, I'll tell you which pattern you should be playing, so watch carefully. Fuck, I forget the patterns. Okay. Okay. So pattern 1, then pattern 2. Okay. Boom da da doom da doom da doom doom da doom da 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 da. Yeah. Boom da, boom da da. Oops. Oops. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. What's wrong with me? Wow. Yeah. Boom ba boom. Fuck. Fuck. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oops. Fuck. Too many mistakes, right? Damn it. There we go. It's gonna sound so good when we do it, like, right? So like, the practicing and getting shitty, fuck. damn it. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I gotta like, okay. I gotta stretch. I'm gonna press restart.